The 90s. A decade which is undoubtedly filled with nostalgia and childhood memories for millions across the world. It was a turning point for technology as we know it, bringing us things we had no idea would be remembered so fondly at the time. Things that today are looked back on as cherished memories. 3D gaming saw its debut with the likes of Super Mario 64. 3D computer modeling became the hot new thing, ushering in new, never-before-seen possibilities, and with it, exciting ideas of what the near future may bring. As 3D slowly became the norm, films and games alike would begin to adopt this new phenomenon. It truly was revolutionary. Though I myself wasn't around during this golden era of technology, I can still appreciate it for everything it brought to the metaphorical table that is the modern world. If you've ever heard of something called vaporwave or retrowave, you've likely seen images such as these. In case you don't know, vaporwave is an aesthetic primarily based around the 90s and their early computer rendering softwares. Something about their limited capabilities, the complete lack of any shadows being cast, the utter liminality of it all, is just so damn alluring. Something else I feel that also took advantage of this charming aesthetic is places such as arcades, bowling alleys, and in some cases, even clubs and bars. Sadly, arcades have been slowly phasing out for a very long time due to the increase in home game consoles and PC gaming. I may be an early 2000s kid, but I still fondly remember going to places like Chuck E. Cheese, playing all the arcade games, winning tickets, eating pizza. It's every kid's dream. Or at least, it was. As a lot of these places fade into obscurity or go out of business, childhood memories are lost to time, replaced by the now derelict remains of the arcades and bowling alleys that once reigned king in the entertainment industry. These such buildings, however, offer a unique experience that none of us would have even thought in our younger childhood years. The opportunity to explore these childhood safe havens, if you will, all without the interruption of any other people being around. As I'm sure you are all very familiar by now, this is a phenomenon called a liminal space. And I did an entire video on that very topic. But, enough about me. What else did the 90s bring us, which we will likely see again? Something that I am very happy has been an internet trend lately, which is the resurrection of the early internet. Bringing back such aesthetics as Frutiger Arrow, the iconic visual style of operating systems like Windows XP and Vista, and the realization of something called the dead internet theory. I personally am very glad to see people talking about this, as it is something I have thought for many years. You may have heard people say things like, "It's just the nostalgia making you think it was good," or "You were a kid, your memories weren't clear yet." But, as an adult, I can say now with mostly confidence, it wasn't nostalgia. Don't believe me? Look at this. Look at these two images and tell me which one is more visually appealing. It doesn't stop there either. Check out these logos of companies that changed over the years. The world was a much more vibrant and lively place 10, even 20 years ago. Those of you who are old enough might remember some old social space websites that formed the childhood of millions. Despite the waning presence of this type of media, the internet, doing what it does best, has preserved and in some cases, even brought it back. Some of these websites, such as Cool Math Games, still exist to this day, while others that were thought lost to time have been returned from the dead through community efforts. Do you ever wish you could just go back to a time when the internet was in its infancy and gaming was still fun at every corner? An era of the world we will likely never get to experience again. One of, if not the most charming and vibrant times the modern world has known. A time filled with countless technological advancements, revolutionary new ideas, and not to mention, the turn of the century. The 90s will forever live in our hearts and memories for its abundance of nostalgic memories, aesthetics, and media it brought into the world. A time where the internet was a big deal, computers didn't have huge cases, RGB lighting, and the term AI was in absolutely no one's mind. A time when arcade cabinets were the go-to for an afternoon of after-school fun. When watching episodes of your favorite cartoons was a special event. When the world was still vibrant. So, the next time someone tells you that it's all just nostalgia, that it's just your memories of childhood distorting the reality of the situation, take them on a trip down memory lane. Show them what it used to be, back when it was still the 90s.